Hi y'all, we back Jack, we back live. How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good cause I am. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all dropped those purple hearts for Kenneka. And we gonna get to it. Know what I'm talking about? Alright, check this out, gang. This finna be another one about the police showed up round 3 something at the Crown Plaza Hotel. The police showed up at Crown Plaza Hotel at 3 something in the morning. Alright, and it's proof of that. Now look, Kilo Brown, I don't care what nobody say. She got more information that she can tell people, but I guess she don't want to tell nobody. Now, I don't think she was a part of it. I believe, this what I believe. I believe that somebody informed her what happened to Kenneka and she spilled the tea. I believe somebody told that girl something. Cause that girl saw the case in 24 hours and told everybody everything she said match up what they was talking about on the Snapchat video, the text message between Irene and Young Giro about her going into the freezer, about them on different flows, and then come to find out we know the girl in the room and TY live video that's in the bathroom and stuff. We already know that she damn near worked there cause she a chef and they explain everything in the kitchen. And alright. And check this out. I got proof that Kilo Brown said the police showed up around 3 o'clock, right? Ain't this what she said? Now custom design. I know I said that in the at first until I went to the other video that I had and I already told everybody. I'm like, nah, I don't think this Kilo Brown at the back door. I already cleared the air on that part. There wasn't Kilo Brown at the back door. I don't think. At first I did, but when I looked at the face on the other camera, it damn near don't resemble her. But I could be wrong cause it ain't no clear shot pictures of nobody faces, right? So look, check this out. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel and have your notification gang on. And we gonna get to it. Alright, this what I want to show everybody. I got the screen set up for us. Now look, we already know. I'ma just get straight to the point. We see this girl right here, right? And I want you to listen to what Kilo Brown said.
Now, the reason why that little bitch Irene Hotel, now she's just a mutual friend through the girl that's their best friend. Remind y'all, the girl's best friend worked at the hotel. Now, let me now hear how I put the facts in order. Now,
That's the reason why I said that somebody had to tell her, cause she had inside scoop about somebody got Irene the hotel. Keep this in mind. We know about the girl that booked the room on the fraudulent credit card on the 7th, right? Let me show y'all that. Okay, so we can have it clear of what we talking about. Right here, as you see, this the tape of the girl booking the room, but you got to understand it's booked on a fraudulent credit card, but it's come off of her employee discount. That's how they was able to get the room. That's why they had multiple times to grab other credit cards and make sure everything go through, right? Okay. Since we got that out the way, and boom.
The best friend worked at the hotel, got the little bitch Irene a hotel, got her a room for the low. Now, them niggas that was invited to the hotel.
That's how she will be able to get the rooms on the low if you're using the employee discount, right? On your employee discount, but you had one of your friends to book it on the fraudulent credit card. So when Kilo Brown said, the police, look, the police showed up round 3. I'm going to show you how true this is. Because y'all see this statement right here? Look what this say. On 9/9, right? The police listed the location at 4:15. Keep this in mind, this military hour. This is 4:15 in the morning when they had Shamaya and her mother in the interview. Shamaya was already interrogated at 4:15 in the morning. At 4:15 in the morning. This a major receipt that the police showed up and they documented it. Cause look at the top. They gonna try to say, ooh, it was on the 10th at 4:43, right? But down here say on the 9th. And so look, not only did at 4:15, right? Look at this. At 4:14. Now I screenshot this off another YouTuber page right here. And as you can see, I want y'all to read it closely. Monifa posted at 4:16, drunk as fuck. So once you compare 4 o'clock, what Kilo Brown said, the police showed up at 3. Monifa making a post at 4:16 talking about drunk as fuck. Then you got the police picking up Shamaya Winter mama for the interrogation. Could keep this in mind, she was still a minor then, and you need a legal guardian. Once you get interviewed, you're gonna have to have, I'm talking about a legal guardian present at the interview. So with all that being said, gang, with all that being said, the police put Monifa up to this at 4:16, and that's why they were making all those posts Round about that time, talking about, I can't believe y'all lost to go find her. And then that's where all the text messages come in there, making it look like they were looking for Kenneka and roaming the halls like it was a search. So, boom. And once you look at right here, look what they say in number 2, Miko Peso. We know who Peso is. King Rob. That's what they call him on the street. Peso, not King Rob. And listen to what it say. Not sure how he was placed in the room or the party. Please provide more proof. So once you look at Monifa, Bree Bree, Shallow, Cornell Mitchell, King Rob, and T.Y. all this at 4 o'clock with your suspects, right? And boom, hold on. So once you look at number 9, girl in black dress, go live, sitting on the bed and pan around the room. However, the nigga is identified in this video at 2:27. Remember, right? TY live video. Everybody used to think they was at 2 something, but it was at 12, right? At 2 something, Kenneka wasn't in the room, and I'm finna show you that right now. Hold on, gang. I'm finna show it to you right now. Just a little simple, quick screenshot. All right, where that John at? I had just seen this somewhere. Hold up, gang. 1 second. It might be on my download. Let me pull my downloads up. Yeah, it's on my downloads. Hold up. All right, y'all see that? Now, this from another girl video that was sitting behind Irene. And as you notice, right? 2:24, Kenneka is not in that room. Kenneka was not in that room at 2:24. You see how Rosemont went to the extent to change the timestamp on her Snapchat video? All right. So boom. Make a long story short, gang. The police were there at 3. Cause you gotta think about it. If it was a murder going on at the Crown Plaza, you don't think the manager called the police round 3 some? If it's a murder being committed round 2 some? And once the police showed up round 3 some, they made everybody scatter out through the hotel, waiting in the lobby, waiting on to speak to somebody. And then once you look at TY live video, not the live video, but that room they was in, him and all those other people, like they were waiting on to talk to somebody. Now I believe there was the police and the managers. And check this out. Y'all remember the doors used to come open? Look, remember the doors in the beginning used to open and close, but nobody wasn't getting off them joints? They would be at 2 something, right? Everybody seemed to forget about the real video at 2 something when they used to open the doors. Cause remember, they said in the beginning, Kenneka got off on the elevator at 2 something. Then they retract their story when they release the footage. You don't see Kenneka getting off on the elevator at 2 something because it changed at 3. Now you understand why they changed it to 3, because at this point, Kenneka could have been already deceased round 3 and 4 o'clock. So why not change the story and say she's still walking the halls at 3 something? Because it'll take your mind off the murder and then you will be in conspiracy mode. Then you will start watching videos of her roaming the hall, staggering, and you still trying to piece it together like, okay, she heard what's going on. But in reality, she already deceased. So then once you look at the time stamps on this picture, security come back off the elevator at 2:33. Kenneka Jenkins gets off on the elevator at 3:25. Come on, gang. A 12-year-old could put this together with this timestamp. So that's the reason at 3 something they want to start it off. She getting off on the elevator. Boom. Let me go here. Man in the red hat walks come down the corner as a white lady at 4:19 a.m. in the morning. They talking about peas. And I always wanted to know why. I mean, Killer. And I always wanted to know why Killer went downstairs on the video at 4 something alone going towards the kitchen. It could be one or two things. The police made him go down there, right? Or that happened before 4 something, right? And he was trying to save her. See that, gang? All right. So, make a long story short, what I'm believing, gang, they drilled that girl round 1 something. Cause look, check this out. Oh yeah, that's what I had to show everybody this here. Cause look, where's my hold on. Now y'all see what this say at 1 something, right? I mean at 4:15. Just like I explained. We finna knock 3 hours off of this and be back at 1 o'clock. And check this out. And I'm finna show y'all what's really going on at 1 o'clock. All right. Hold up. Hold up. I got to go in my screenshots and I got to pull this up right here. Oh, not that one. But I'm gonna need that one. Gotta go to my downloads again so I can show y'all the paperwork to right here. Now y'all see this? Now everybody know what this saying at 1 o'clock. This at 1:30, right? Kenneka met with two friends on the ninth floor. Then once you go to this, right? Then once you go to this, look where they already interviewing Shemaya mama at 4:15. 4:15, the police is already doing the interview of Shemaya. Cause look what this say. They said she thought they was all going to the movie hotel. I mean to the movie. But they went to the hotel parking lot approximately at 1. Keep this in mind, we know Kenneka been arrived at 12 something. But it's gonna be video camera showing Kenneka roaming the hall between the hours of 1 something. So that's why they wanted to switch this up, be like, yeah, we were just getting there at 1 something because Kenneka would be on the footage at 1 something. So look, so they came up with a story, be like, yeah, we needed $20 for the parking ticket and all this. So when Kilo Brown said, boom, the dude, when they took her out the room and they took her to different floors, and once they left the different floors, this what we was watching. Hold on, hold up, right here. Let me pull this up. This video right here, gang. Let's keep this 100. This right here video, I don't even think this was the lower level. I'm really thinking that this video was on the main floor by the lobby and Kenneka walking towards the kitchen. Right here. Bear with me what I'm finna show y'all. It will make a lot of sense that when Kenneka walked in the lobby, round 2 something, cause it gonna have to be round 2 something. Cause if you look at her walk right here, and you look at her walk right here. Hold on. Look. Think about this, gang. If Kenneka walked in the lobby, Andrew Holmes says it's gonna be at 3:20. I doubt it'll be at 3:20. I'ma say damn near 2:20. I'ma say it would be somewhere between 2:20, right? She come to the lobby, they turned the corner, and you will see her walking down that hall just like this. You see that? Look, gang, bear with me. Boom. See how she walking? Right? Go to the other one. And once they enter the kitchen, Cause remember, before she go in the kitchen, you got a glitch in the camera system, right? So whoever had her brought her here. Look, guide her to the freezer and made it look like she walked in there and trapped herself in. But they turned around and got on the freight elevators. And once they got on the freight elevators, watch this. Once they got on the freight elevators, gang, once they turned around and left out the kitchen, now when they got off on the freight elevator, that's why they got her showing walking out the kitchen. See what I'm talking about, gang? And boom, now she bumping in the staircase and really. Now she finna end up in the parking lot and to the pool area. So boom, when she went and stayed in that corner for a minute, like Kilo Brown said, them doors right there. Kenneka went through those doors. That's another way you can get to the pool, and that's another way to exit the building and be in the parking lot, because that's where the employees park downstairs in the garage if they don't want to park in the parking lot by the back dock. So boom. And once you put that in perspective, right? Let me play the video. That's why Kenneka is on this camera longer than any other camera. Cause once you put your mind into it, like, damn, it was a hold up on this camera. Cause it's like whoever had you know what I'm talking about, was hesitating, panicking, and didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? So boom, took her to the men's room, and boom, cause whatever that door over there, you know what I'm saying, he desperately trying to get her through this way, right? And so boom. And if you look at the clock, just put this at 2:20, gang. Just think about this at 2:20. Just think about this is not 3:20. I mean, this is not 3:30 as they trying to put it. Let's make this at 2:20 like Andrew Holmes said, gang. All right. Now she finna end up back towards the kitchen. Now, think about this. Was that door locked over there and they couldn't get access to that door over there? And they had no choice but to go back the way they came. You see what I'm saying, gang? They had no choice but to go back to where they came. So now you got to get back on the freight elevator or through an exit door, right? Because keep this in mind. If you believe that Kenneka died around about 3 and 4 o'clock, this the video they gonna support the narrative. At 2 something, she down here making her way to the pool. We all know she going to her death trap at 2 something. If you want to go with 3 something, I believe we'll be behind time. So look, check this out. Once they go back in the kitchen, because I always thought, I said, why would they go through the kitchen? And then look, and when Kenneka walked through the kitchen, that's where we see the reflection in the window guiding her towards the back of the kitchen. Now watch this. Remember what Kilo Brown said. This is very important. She said the kitchen that Kenneka was in was on the lower level, not upstairs. It was on the lower level. Because you want to know why I believe that? And this another receipt that somebody told Kilo Brown where Kenneka really was. Because once you go to this, the goddamn police said, look what the police said. He was searching the basement area again, and he used his portable radio and advised the police department he located Kenneka right in a walk-in freezer located southwest corner. Look, southwest. The kitchen Kenneka they showed us her in the freezer is not the southwest. That's the northwest kitchen Kenneka was found in, right? So what that tells you, north is north, south is south, meaning south mean down, right? She in the downstairs kitchen in the southwest corner of the basement area. And once you watch the video, she headed in that direction and they all admitted that's where she got lost at. So if the police verified that Kenneka was on the lower level kitchen in a freezer, even Zach said the same thing. Rest in peace, Zach. He said Kenneka was found in the kitchen in the lower level, right? So why still look at this video right here on the screen and say, ooh, she didn't walk in that kitchen by herself? Cause look, she didn't. And she didn't even walk in that freezer, period. The person that had her took her there. Cause you gonna need a video to explain how she come up dead. Now since you got her walking back there, turn back around and use that video for later and tell everybody she walked in there alone. You see what I'm saying, gang? That gives you an idea and the mindset of the killer. Cause watch this. Even Monifa was heard and seen going in this same kitchen on the lower level. It's not that hard to put this in mind that, okay, I'ma just say she didn't walk in that freezer upstairs in the kitchen. I believe Kenneka was downstairs the whole time. And you got to think about it. Why move her from the bottom kitchen and put her in a totally different kitchen? Cause keep this in mind. Why would do that? For one thing, you got a lot of reasons to move her body. One reason to get her away from the real crime scene. You don't want to take the mama to the real crime scene. You already see how she was turning her head looking at all the evidence. You don't want that. right? You don't want that to be going on the lower level. So what you gonna have to do? Move the body and take it to another kitchen. So the person already had made up his mind that he was going to kill her. So once you watch this video right here, the killer was trying to play 2 steps ahead, right? All he did was like, I'm finna kill her, but I gotta make it look like an accident. So come here, Kenneka, let me walk you to this way. Where we going? Hold on, let me see. Damn, ain't even no exit through this though. Look, we gonna have to turn back around. Okay, next thing you know, they walk out the kitchen. And you gotta think about this camera right here. It cuts off the minute they go back there. It cuts off just like this here. And then look, put your mind, think like a killer for 1 second. Watch this. Think like a killer. If you had an opportunity, right? And I ain't trying to sound kind of messed up about this, because I want y'all mindset to think evil right now. If you were there that night, and if you didn't like Kenneka at all, how would you pull the move? How would you carry out the plan and kill Kenneka? You got access to cameras. You got access to kitchens, rooms, office, all of this, right? How would you do it? Cause keep this in mind. If you don't have no surveillance footage to bag up your lie, you going to jail for murder. But you gonna need some footage to lease to to tell the police, look, she back there alone. She walked in that kitchen by herself. I didn't do it. So look, how would you remove Kenneka around the hotel without her trying to get away, without being seen, without her screaming? You see what I'm saying? Cause everybody know whoever she with. Cause think about this. Andrew Holmes said the girl was in the lobby. And I believe she was in the lobby. And and if I believe Kenneka died between the hours of 3 and 4, right? Between the hours of 3 and 4, 2 something is where you got to go back to. Cause that's what Irene said. I saw the girl last time I saw her was at 2 something. The killer had to tell her that part to go along with the story just to match with the footage about the show. You see what I'm saying, gang? So that just gave us a clue. Like, okay, they know the killer. No doubts in my mind, they know the killer, and every word that came out their mouth in the investigation is protecting the real person that killed Kenneka. Now, if you look at it, the managers was in cahoots with Straight Drop and King Rob. So you got Peso name in the kitchen. And I was like, what's all these decoration in the kitchen and what's peso? Now we know who peso is. Think about this, right? King Rob, if he look, hold on, gang. All right. So look, I'ma do it like this. Listen to Kilo Brown again.
Now remind you, Irene's just a mutual friend. Now, the reason why the girl that's dead was at the party because she knows that's her best friend's friend. That's the party they having. So they all going and kicking together. Cause you know we all everybody knows somebody that knows somebody everywhere. Just like Minnesota. Just period point blank. So they all kicking together. So everybody's like, yeah, that bitch was on the live, not giving a
Now remember Kilo Brown when she jumped on my platform, she said she was in a different state, meaning Las Vegas. Now keep this in mind. Ain't this a coincidence that when they interviewed French Cave and French Cave told the investigator he would be leaving the country, but there was a lie. They told us he would be leaving the country. But French K said, man, look, they told me to go to Las Vegas and they were gonna pay for my stay in Las Vegas. Why Kilo Brown was in Las Vegas? She ain't staying in Las Vegas now. She's still in Minnesota. So what's going on with that part? What a coincidence. And check this out. When it happened, gang, Shamaya left town because she was spotted in Atlanta working at another hotel. Monifa was talking about killing herself, right? Then you had Just 33 Kings. He in Las Vegas. And if you really deep in the community, in the JFK community, y'all remember that girl called Vegas Girl? Y'all remember that lady used to call herself Vegas Girl, used to be all in different people chats and all in the communities? You see what I'm saying? So Las Vegas got a big part of this shit. Cause once you think about Las Vegas, right, if if Crown Plaza is in the cahoots with Rosemont Police Department, and Rosemont Police Department is heavily mob ties. Heavily mob ties. There's no secret that the police chief and all the officers there, they got mob ties. It been documented. It been documented ever since the goddamn 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. Rosemont had a history, especially granddaddy that started all this shit. Got a history being with the mob. So guess what the mob gonna do if they want to protect their own and protect what happened at Crown Plaza? Send them to Las Vegas to their other casinos and hotels. You see what I'm saying? Go to Vegas, Jack. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. So look, that really make you think like, okay, Irene, that wasn't your birthday party. So let's nip that in the bud. That is not Irene's birthday party. Whoever gave Irene and killing them that room, right? Because if you really, really think about it, somebody was running a game on Irene and Killer. Could keep this in mind. I believe Irene found out at the last minute that Kenneka was going to lose her life and she had no choice but to go with the flow, right? Killer was caught by surprise. He didn't even enjoy his birthday. See what I'm talking about? You got to think about that, right? Because if Killer was a part of the murder, everything would have went smooth on his end and he would have never caught, you know what I'm talking about? He would have never caught, what y'all saying? Hi, y'all. So look, and once you hear the story again about, okay, Monifa, Shamaya. So whoever was at Crown Plaza had plans for Kenneka. The first thing they did was what? Went to her friend, the closest person that's to her. And once they did, cause keep this in mind, these girls is young. They don't know nothing about the game. They don't know nothing about pimping, hoeing, and all of this shit, what these niggas got in they mind. They don't know nothing about that. In they mind, they just want to be around some gangsters, some thugs, want to be pimps. You know what I'm talking about? Simps, whatever you want to call it. And they ran game on Monifa. And once you look at it, how the way the killer played it, right? Because keep this in mind, the person that killed Kenneka got to know her personally. He got to know her personally because she would have never walked with him down to the lower level. She would have never walked down there with him to the lower level in unrestricted areas. She won't be smiling all on the camera, be like, ha ha ha, where we going? Yeah, we going to the kitchen and stuff. So look, the person that had Kenneka, think about this. If it was King Rob or Straight Drop, right? Think about this. Boom, they in the room talking to the friends. Hey, look, get Kenneka this drink right here. What's up? You know, yeah, get her this drink and bring her out to me. You make them do all the hard work, the dirty work. You're gonna have to have Monifa to bring her out because the camera's still gonna be rolling. You're gonna need to save all the footage of everybody else's dirty work, but clean your shit up off the camera. Simple as plain. And think about that. And whoever the killer is heavily close with Crown Plaza, right? Is close with Crown Plaza with the higher ups. And we know who that is. Straight Drop and King Rob. I mean, they on the footage talking to Risco at, at around about 8, 9 o'clock that morning. They on camera together. And it's at 9 and 10, and look where the traffic was going. Straight to the lower level kitchen. But think about this game. Watch this. If Kenneka went downstairs in that basement, why you got Risco, right? Watch this. Check this out. Hold on, let me do it like this, gang. I'm gonna show this to y'all. Cause this here gonna have to be hold up. Alright, hold on. I got it up. Hold on. I don't need that one. 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 I don't need this. What I need right here. Now y'all see this? Check this out. Just play a role, and I'm gonna flash this on the screen, right? And maybe if I do it like this, it'll make a lot of sense of what the police said. Right? Just pay attention. But keep this in mind. Kenneka is down here. Boom. Y'all see who this is? Him. His facial expression tells it all. And look at the police reports. Kenneka was in the lower level basement. Southwest. Ain't Risco heading southwest? See that game? And look what time this is. Time played a major role. Now, once you look at this time, what did Straight Drop said about this time? At 11:46, he said you would see the killer on the camera, right? And he said you would see the person that paid for all of this. Now, if Monifa Shamaya put Kenneka in the freezer on the lower level, right? But that's where they put her at, in that kitchen. Not this one, not this kitchen. Cause if you still keep watching this video, you gonna be still saying, oh, look, she didn't walk in there alone, somebody with her. But this kitchen is right below from this kitchen. So look where Risco headed to where Kenneka body would be. Now think about this. Now think about this. Once you look at this camera right here, do you honestly believe Kenneka was in that freezer for 21 hours? Do you really believe Kenneka was in this freezer for 21 hours? Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. I don't even think Kenneka was in the freezer at all. I believe she was in a cooler. Now, think about this. She had signs of hypothermia. That's what the autopsy report said. Meaning that when they put her in the cooler down on the lower level, that's where she originally died at. The lower level. She was downstairs damn near for 21 hours. And you had employees was working unaware that she was in the cooler, a body dead in the workstation. Cause once you go back to the 36-hour footage, the main thing you really want to watch, the employees that's prepping the food. I'm talking about the whole shift. When the chef come in, they could look. Check this out. Let me do it like this. Cause look, Risco goes in the kitchen, because you got to think about it. Why is he downstairs in the kitchen? And remember, you got other managers got office down here. So look, you got to look what's going on in the kitchen at this time. Boom. Who's working in the kitchen? Is the kitchen clear? Is Risco the only one in the kitchen? What employees in the kitchen right now? Because once you got that figured out, you will see the cover up is still in play, right? Because you got to get certain employees out the area. Look, see that lady right there? That lady from the front desk. She goes in the bathroom. Now, why would you leave front desk just to go to the bathroom right here in the bathroom? See what I'm saying? Now look, guess who else finna show up? I'ma skip it a little bit. That's the lady. She finna go back upstairs to the front desk. Let me skip it a little bit. Now this at 12. Now keep this in mind. Leonora is in the lobby talking to who? Risco. Cause soon when Risco leave out the kitchen, he get a surprise from Leonora. Cause that's when Leonora still asking, can we see the camera? He said, you got to go to the police department and get a missing report. And once you bring that missing report back to me, we'll look at the cameras. So Leonora said, okay, let me shoot the Rosemont right quick. So Leonora shoot the Rosemont. She found the missing person report, right? She got the report. Now she on her way back to Crown Plaza. Before, look, when she get to Crown Plaza, right, guess who she bumped into? The police. Meaning that you got police is already. So once she get the missing person report, she go to Crown Plaza and was greeted by other police officers. Be like, hold on, wait a minute, you ain't put your signature on her. So they gave him more time to get to stall on living Nora in. Cause think about this, you got her in the lobby, you got her sitting there in the lobby. Now you got police officers in the office acting like they watching the video footage and come back out the office and say, oh, look, we ain't see her. But the whole time this girl is rare. The lower level kitchen where Risco keep running in and out of it. You see what I'm saying? So boom. Then look what's going on back here. Ain't it strange that through these doors right here, that's the quicker way to the pool. And they cleaning, pulling up carpets in that room. This room right there alone could be a part of the crime scene. But this where they was at. I remember in the beginning, they was saying dudes was coming out this door when they grabbed Kenneka, right? Keep this in mind, right? That's where the famous video, well, whoever that girl was, talking about, oh, look, it's dudes right here popping out the door. I don't think that's the case. I believe that room was occupied by the killers. And think about this. I'm gonna go here. Now this at 224, right? Remember him. Y'all see this? That's the dude like to play with his zipper. Now look at him. Shortly behind him. Boom. Look, these is all employees. Hold on, gang. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Look. Now check this out. if you read the letter that Friends K sent me, the number one thing what he said was the lower level was booked and was pretty busy that night when Kenneka was roaming the halls. That's what Friends K said. Friends K said, look, the lower level was pretty busy, filled with teachers, doctors, and students like you see right here. Now think about why Risco had to turn the cameras off. Prince K never said nothing about Kenneka walking down the lower level. Cause if he would have saw her walking down the lower level, you would have been seeing him running out through there, right? Through the kitchen. He would have mentioned it in the letter. But he couldn't even find the girl until he get a radio call from Lenny saying come to the pool quick. So if this very, very true, then you gotta think about this. Damn, this was the main flow that she really walked in. And that's why they add filters on her. Look at the box. Once you look at the box, look at the box. See what I'm saying? It would make sense that Kenneka would be drugged up, walking towards the kitchen. Come on, gang. Cause you gotta think about this. Well, why would do that? If you got her going to the freezer on the main floor, why even show her on the 11th floor? I mean, on the lower 11th floor, right? Why even place her there? Because think about where the assault would happen at and how many people would participate. This is more than one killer. This is more than one person doing this. You see what I'm saying, gang? All of this was a bunch of thirsty men surrounded by hot little teenage girls on the dope, ass throbbing for sex. So they really showed their true colors around young women. That's all it was. They is not finna get caught for this. You got people, got family out here. You think the killer finna let this break up his family? You got people married that's involved with the case. Think about this. If Kenneka get justice and the real curtain open up and reveal the killer, who you think it would be? Cause whoever edited the cameras got a whole lot to lose and risk it all. And who would they be? Risco. Cause to me, Fresh K want everybody to focus on Risco. Cause when he turned the cameras off, maybe he didn't want him to be seen on the same camera with Kenneka. I mean, that's what a killer do. You know what I'm saying? Hi, y'all. And y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See, now I know in the beginning, I know, we had a whole lot of wild conspiracy theories. I mean, we was on a major roller coaster ride, gang. But it's time to straighten up and fly right. We gotta put our mind, it's like if it was one of our own. Okay, check this out. I believe this now. And check this out. Do this make sense, gang? Just think about this. Do this make sense, honestly? Once you think about Andrew Holmes' story, I'ma say what he said. The video showed Kenneka in the lobby walking by the front desk, and she turned back around to get back on the elevators, right? And I'ma stop right there. Now let's go to Cash Stick's story. Uh, the kitchen that Kenneka was found in is not the kitchen on the lower level. The kitchen is upstairs by the main lobby, but that's not the kitchen where they put her at. So he said, Casualty said it's a video that Kenneka walked past the front desk, right? Once she walked past the front desk, this will be the hall that she will have to come down. So she walking straight towards the kitchen. You got her drugged up. You got her like what you wanted her. She under influence. She ain't in her right mind, so she gonna follow suit. You got a victim you can escort without putting up a fight, and the victim don't know what's finna happen, right? So what you gonna do? You finna take her to her. Cause whoever got her made his mind up and say, I'm finna kill her. And he brought her to this location knowing damn well that he finna take her somewhere else. Cause think about this. If Kenneka would have died up here, you would have seen a lot of evidence, especially in that freezer. It would have looked like a sign of struggle. It would have looked like a fight. You would have seen scuff marks, pearl everywhere, or you know what I'm talking about, sliding foots. Cause keep this in mind, if you fight and all this, you gotta think about it, gonna be a lot of footprints in there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be seeing if she fall, if he dragged her around that junk, you would have seen a bunch of drag marks. You know what I'm saying? you could actually look at the evidence and visual what happened. But mysteriously in this freezer that she was found in, ain't nothing in there. Not even boo boo, not even feces, pee pee, no blood, nothing. And 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 that's not the crime scene. And check this out. And once you look at the body, think about this game. You got to really think about when did they took the pictures of Kenneka in the freezer anyway? Cause the bodies, if you look at the pictures, game, that look like she just died. And y'all see that door he just walked into? Can anybody tell me where that door lead to? Can anybody tell me where that door lead to, gang? See what I'm saying? Think about what he fixing and what he working on. Y'all see how he used the steering wheels? Now y'all remember they were trying to say that dude right here. Look, in the beginning, they said this supposed to be the college student and that's down with the organ harvesting. I don't know if that's true or not, but they trying to say him and the people that he with is down with organ. I seen pictures of people don't know what I'm talking about. But all right, check this out, gang. I want y'all to think about this. You and your friends finna go to Crown Plaza, and you know some of the staff there. You ain't even got to know the staff. You ain't got to know nobody that's worked there. Somebody close to you can know the staff members, right? Just say, I'm with such and such, and me and such and such cool. But I know such and such cool with the staff member. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we smoking and drinking, right? And we got, you know what I'm saying, females a party, and we finna turn up. Nothing major, right? So the next thing you know, you in a party, you vibing, you chilling, everybody having a good time. You in a dark, you don't know what's finna happen, right? You just stir the party. Next thing you know, you leave. You see what I'm saying? Before you leave, you just hear a little small talk like, yeah, such and such missing. What? For real? Damn, I just seen her. Damn, I hope they find her. And this thing you know, all hell break loose on social media. Then you started thinking what happened at that party. Cause you starting to look on social media, people arguing and all this, and you don't know everybody at the party. So now you finna start thinking like some on some Kilo Brown shit, right? So now you're gonna be like, damn, I recall seeing this was going on at the party, but didn't think nothing suspicious. I remember the girl that's they saying that's missing. I remember she was talking to one of the staff members. I remember the staff member coming up and there was like, hey, y'all be cool and just chill out for a while. And this the same staff member that's controlling the cameras, where he the boss man, you know what I'm talking about? And this thing you know, you waiting on the footage to be released and you see the work of the boss man editing skills, deleting the footage, showing this out of pocket. They done created a whole route with Kenneka. And now you looking like, damn, what's really going on? That's why nobody don't want to point out the killer, cause shit, god damn it, you gotta think about it. The killer worked at the hotel and the employee did it with the help of the people that were there. Simple. So it's no need to look at Kenneka videos, right? And frustrating yourself trying to look for something that you is not going to see. You is not going to see nobody with Kenneka. You can stop that. You is not going to see the killer, the suspects in the video with Kenneka. You is not gonna see it. Only thing you gonna see on the video is Kenneka alone, by herself, walking, staggering, bumping in the wall. But you know the killer is with her. You know that part, right? So it don't make no sense to try to look for a hand or a foot. That would be a waste of time. But if you really watch the surveillance footage, get to learn the killer work. Cause the way he cleaned the video up and protect everybody in the room, cause I'ma tell you like this, gang. If it was just them people in the room alone, it would have been some arrests made. No doubts about that. The only holdup it is that you got very important people caught partying with kids. Guess how many marriages that's finna break up? That's finna break up a lot of happy homes. Then that's finna break up your home. Then that's finna kill, assassinate your image. Everything you worked that hard for, that's finna kill it. You distributing alcohol to minors. They're gonna show the whole world that you took advantage of some teenage girls, even though they might didn't even know they was going to kill her, and maybe it was just going to be, you know what I'm talking about, drug her up and get your rocks off. When she wake up, she would have never known what happened. But in this case, guess guess what you gonna look like? You partying with teenagers, you drugging them up, you know what I'm talking about, and you having sex against their will. Not only just for one person, cause keep this in mind. Look how many men that worked it that night. You don't even see no female employees working that night. You didn't even see no employees, female employee working that night. And it's all men. That's a red flag right there. Where was all the female workers at? You can't just tell me it was just number of men working that night. And if it is, and if it was, with nothing but men working that night, you know what time it is. See what I'm saying, gang? Come on, bruh. Let's think about this. Now, y'all remember him? They let you know that if he had no women there, that means working that night, that means a woman finna be targeted by a group of men. A woman finna be targeted. I could just imagine that night that when they got Kenneka drugged up and I know the person that's with Kenneka got some friends around and I'm quite sure he like, man, I wanna hit too. I believe she probably had sex with multiple people that night. Cause think about it, they keeping the DNA a secret. Now, if it were my DNA on Kenneka, that shit would have been aired all over the world. Continuously. They gonna pound it to me till I get depressed and sick and be wanna kill myself. You see what I'm saying? But they kept their DNA secret. Why would they keep it secret? Cause I'm thinking, who the DNA gonna belong to? What if it would belong to Risco? What if the DNA revealed that the assistant beverage manager, his DNA is on Kenneka? What if the security guard DNA come back and was found on Kenneka? Better yet, check this out. What if the DNA came back and said Risco, the assistant beverage manager, and the security guard all had sex with Kenneka? See what I'm saying? And look how the case would turn around then. Because once you think about it, right, nobody at the party ain't pointing fingers at the staff. Why not? But when you ask them the question, who you believe that killed Kenneka, they said the hotel did it. And I believed it, right? I believed it. So boom. Cause when Zach asked them, was like, who you think they would want to target Kenneka and all this? They said the hotel did. Now think about this. Maybe they did got a little rowdy and seen the opportunity. You know what I'm talking about? And talk to the friends with like, hey, you know what I mean? Look, I got some liquor. Y'all, look, I'm gonna give y'all the liquor. Y'all can smoke, but just turn the noise down. They wanted them folks to be quiet, right? Cause they didn't want to draw attention of what's finna happen. Keep this in mind. That would be real scary. You in the hotel room, partying with your friends, and somebody working the cameras got their eyes on you, watching the camera for a perfect time to strike. So look at all the game they was running. Conley going up there to the room, telling them keep the noise down. All right, and only people that gonna come up to the room is none but managers and security guards. None but the managers and the security guard. The security guard gonna have to report it to the manager, and the manager gonna have to, you know what I'm talking about, call for security. They didn't even want to show y'all the night folk camera these folks even going to the room. Cause check this out. Cause if they would have showed the cameras of the people knocking on the door, what time they were actually in the room, telling them to turn the music down and all of this, it would have revealed who probably would have had something to do with her disappearance. Cause keep this in mind. If you want to snatch somebody off the floor, you got to keep running up there. You got to be close. You got to have your walkie-talkie ready, and you're going to have a team to do this shit. So they wasn't working alone. And the people that helped escorted Kenneka, if they help escort Kenneka, right? Let's just say it's 3 people with Kenneka, and they all help escort Kenneka through the hallway. You might as well just gonna believe she when they was in the pool assaulting her. They gonna participate in it too. Cause I don't think they finna help you just to get this girl walking around, walking around the hotel. And like, what we finna do now? Well, I'm finna have sex with her. You down? You think he said no? He gonna be like, shit, I'm down too. Or maybe somebody was like, think about this. The person that had her was like, well, look, I'm finna have sex with her and I'm finna kill her. So what I'm finna do, I'm finna go on up there. I'm finna get one of those little dudes. You know what I'm saying, on the elevator, because they already got her finna come out the jump. So I'm finna turn the cameras off. Cause keep this in mind, what was critical about the camera. Cause Risco said, I mean, Prince K said, when they was watching the cameras, Risco had to have some knowledge about what was finna happen. Cause soon when they snatch her, he cut the cameras off. So they could have been snatching it for his satisfaction.
Not giving a fuck about the bitch anyways. In reality, that wasn't her friend, so she really didn't give a fuck to show that bitch too much attention. And she's not on the girl that's dead live. So y'all keep saying like, oh, how y'all on her live but ain't showing her on her shit. That wasn't her live that she was on. She was on the girl's live that got on there and was like, oh damn, I'm putting my face on there and then who you talking to? And she was like, girl, don't worry about it. That's who she's mutual friends with. She was low balling and low key talking about that girl's motherfucking phone signal, not the girl that's dead signal. She's talking about the girl phone signal. So in reality, she don't even fuck with the bitch who helped her get the hotel room. She just used this bitch to get the plug on the room in reality. So who's to say that them niggas that was there is her company? So now this is what I came up with. I feel like, so on the video, if you listen closely at 2 minutes and
like what you said. They fuck with the girl cause she got a plug on the room. That's understandable. I honestly believe Kilo Brown had some information and was putting what was told to her and she was piecing it together. Cause keep this in mind. This just to show the world that boom, man, they gave me some information, a little information what happened to her, and it's not hard to figure out what happened that night. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be hard to put everything together because it's not gonna be that much to put together. If you at a party or if you heard or if you know somebody that was there and that person gonna say, yeah, man, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Look, them niggas was in there. They was all on Kenneka and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to smash. But the same niggas that wanted to smash, them the same niggas that got caught talking to the managers. Cause keep this in mind, it's gonna be cameras. They're gonna catch Risco, David Pena, all the security guards talking to whoever that's at the party. You see what I'm saying? Whoever was at the party, it was gonna be camera that the manager. Cause that's why they never ask these type of questions. Did anybody talk to the manager? Did any manager approach them? A hotel staff? None of that. There's no need for to ask that because you don't want the people to be thinking like that. Everybody just focus on Kenneka roaming the halls and by herself, right? That's what everybody thinking and focus on. But nobody ain't focused on the real reality like what happened an hour before that? What was the staff members' behavior then? Where was they at? I mean, was in their office? Did anybody take a break that night? You don't even see nobody go in the break room. So you mean to tell me you got no women working that night? Nobody didn't even took breaks that night. And hell, you only seen goddamn it one employee working the front desk while the rest of the employees running in and out the fucking building. You see what I'm saying, gang? That's why I believe King Rob was mad at Kilo Brown, right? Because she had information that was delivered to her and she was piecing everything together. You know what I'm talking about? Cause But keep this in mind, she made this live video Sunday at 10 o'clock. Sunday at 10 o'clock, putting all this together. You would have never known all of this information unless somebody told you and you was there. You see what I'm saying? Them the only two that would, you see what I'm saying, gang? So look, boom. Kilo Brown even mentioned, once you really, really listen to Kilo Brown, and her story, them niggas that was moving around. Boom. So the nigga was heavily on Monifa there. She never said about how them niggas were acting towards other females in the room. They was only acting like that towards Kenneka, meaning that she was the only target. But keep this in mind, all the other females, you don't got to force them to do nothing. They willing to do anything willingly. They freaks, they hot in the ass, and that's what they do. They like that type of shit. They like for trains to be run on them, giving them some kush, and snotogram or booger sugar, and this time you know they popping that coochie back. You know what I'm talking about? So boom, you don't have to target no other female, but you gonna have to target Kenneka, the pretty girl, the girl that's keeping herself. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, yeah, she ain't exposing herself. Yeah, she ain't no freak. She ain't known for she one of the girls that everybody wanted to smash, but can't smash. So boom, check this out. They could been drugging Kenneka and the staff seen them drugging Kenneka, knew she needed help, and the first thing they did, kept running to the room. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on? Hey, caught them in the act, right? Caught them in the act and was like, well, look, I see what's going on, and played it cool and start talking to the dudes that got caught in the act and be like, look, I tell you what, bro, hey, look, that's somewhere y'all can go. Let me hit. All right, where we going? Check this out. We gonna go in the kitchen. But keep this in mind, right? Whoever the killer is chose her kitchen. The one, look, you got to think about the mindset of the killer. Because if you look at the comparison, how the way that he did it, he manipulated the girls. He manipulated the girls, right? And he used the boys to lure Kenneka in the hallway down to bring her in her jurisdiction, right? Check this out. If she work in the kitchen, bring her in her jurisdiction and the murder happened. So now it's gonna look like they drugged her and took her to the kitchen and killed her without no clear motive why they killed her in the kitchen, right? So now it's gonna be a conspiracy. Like, well, damn, what the hell? Well, why Kenneka? Why this and why that happened? But the whole time the killer, you know what I'm saying, lured them, and once he killed her, all the blame is gonna go back on who? Them. So everybody gonna want to see her locked up, Monique and them locked up, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I zoomed in. What's that? Her license on the back. I wish that barcode would show a little more. I'll scan that job. And check this out, right? The person had full knowledge that Kenneka was gonna die. So he left all the evidence on the people that's at the party. Okay, for one thing, you got Monifa explaining herself how she got out the room. Now Monifa ain't gonna tell nobody the real reason why she brought her out the room for those dudes' satisfaction, right? So yeah, she ain't gonna say nothing about that cause she knows she wrong for that. Shamaya knows she wrong for that, even going along with the plan cause she's somewhere fucking. And you got Bree Bree around there fucking with the car keys and all this. Keep this in mind, Bree Bree didn't win no goddamn word. She didn't win no goddamn word. That hoe was still somewhere around the hotel game, doing whatever was going on. That's what she was doing. You see what I'm saying? Everybody was in there having sex, and then you got to think about it. You had a lot of transsexuals in there. Did you anybody see any transsexuals on the footage? Why we ain't seen transsexuals on the footage? And clearly, Franz K said it was a bunch of cross-dressing men's in room on the 11th floor. So why you didn't see none of this on the footage? Unless, goddamn it, we weren't looking for no transsexuals on the footage. Men dressed up like women. Cause maybe it was a group of girls come in there and nobody didn't pay attention to, and it could have been a bunch of trans men. You see what I'm saying, gang? And check this out. So look, you had a bunch of trans men there dressed up like women. Now, one thing I did see on the footage is a bunch of thunder booties walking in the lobby, walking in and out the hotel, gay men. Now, I did see that. Check this out. Now, I seen a bunch of gay men walking and switching. So I was like, well, damn, I want to know when they go up there in the room, did they start dressing like females or, you know what I'm talking about? But at some point in time, you going to see some men dressed up like women on the footage. You supposed to. And then look, and there'll be another thing. Because the time that Kenneka was roaming, watch this game, check this out. If the conference level on the lower level was busy all night until the early morning, no wonder why I put Kenneka on the lower level, right? Cause this would make it look like ain't nobody had the goddamn conference room booked. It looked quiet and peaceful down here. But in reality, man, this motherfucker booked to the full capacity. See what I'm saying? So once you get the piece and all this paperwork, cause I'ma tell y'all something. One thing I do know is this right here, and I'ma match this up with this. Y'all read this shit, bro. 9-9. This is 2 hours later after Kenneka missing in the hotel at 4:15. And they already interviewing the mama, right? They got Shamaya at the hotel. They sent the squad car to Shamaya mama house to go pick her mama and them up, to bring her mama and them to the Crown Plaza Hotel so Shamaya could be interrogated. Until they get her mama and them up there to interrogate Shamaya, guess what Shamaya doing on the footage? Helping up the cover up. Because the police making them covering it up. You see what I'm saying? Because look, look, check this out. Did y'all see Shamaya and the, look, watch this, and I'm finna spill tea. If that the case, look how easy for this to be put together. Okay, you got Shamaya mom and them coming up there at 4:15, right? They on their way at 4:15. And we know the police showed up at 3. So listen to this. The police already at 3 something. They already there. So it would make sense that, you know what I'm talking about, they finna start their investigation. And once you look at this, right, then you gotta look at this. Everybody seen Shamaya, Riri now. I mean, yeah, walking on the lower level. Now look where they going. Straight to Kenneka body in the kitchen, in the basement, in the southwest corner. And on the footage, they would be at 3 something. I mean at 4 something, right? On the footage, they would be at 4 something, right? Like this. Look, look. Check this out. I'm gonna go to my playlist, right? Look how easy this shit can be put together. Look, watch this game. Look how easy this could be put together. Mike Larry video.
Who is Roland F. Weiss?
Watch this guy.
Knowing
Look,
they alter the time But let's just say for now, 3:22 a.m. Ty, Peas, Bree Bree, Dusty Rhodes, aka Phonifa, like friend of foe, or for now, Monifa, and Shemaya is seen walking through the food court hall to quote unquote find Kenneka. See, the timestamp changes to 4:24. So
So look, check this out. Ain't no question what they doing down here. Look, look what the police said. While searching the basement again. 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 Walsh used a portable radio. Located Kenneka Jenkins in the walk-in freezer located in the southwest corner of the basement kitchen area. And you mean to tell me you still don't believe Kenneka was her in the kitchen downstairs?
always be mindful
Or you still want to believe this, that she walked in her, right? Or you still want to believe this shit, bro? See what I'm saying? The police slipped up. What they did, gang, this what the police did. The police did the investigation. Once they got everything they needed, right? All the paperwork, all the surveillance footage, they duplicated, right, and made a copy of the original report. Once they made a copy of the original report, that's when they started, you know what I'm saying, switching up the times on it and manipulating the cameras. But what they did release the original report. Once they released the original report to the public, right? And once everybody, you know what I'm saying, started going to the video camera, the original report slowly disappeared off the scene and the duplicated report started surfacing. And that's why you got two statements of everybody's statements. Like you got Mariah's statement saying she came in at 2 something. But the original report saying she came in at 1 something. Cause at once something gonna put her on the elevators on the same floor where Kenneka was, right? On the first report. So what you gonna have to do, switch the time up and say at 2 something. So now you took her out the equation. Cause why would you want to switch her time up? Cause she had a lot to do with Kenneka death and had knowledge of it. You see what I'm talking about? So look, gang, that's why you got them right here.
of how the time changes. They so-called
Everybody knows Shemaya got a walkie-talkie. And then look, she even looking towards the kitchen, bro. She even looking towards the kitchen. And that person, check this out. I wouldn't even be surprised the person standing right up under this camera. Know what I'm talking about? And they talking. You might don't hear it on the camera. He could be like, man, look. Go around the other way. Don't come this way. Go around the other way because the camera cut off on the other side. This camera still rolling. You see what I'm saying, gang? Why would they be walking down here in the first place? Think about what Bree told MTV. I'm thinking Kenneka downstairs somewhere drunk in the bathroom. Why would you go down here in this bathroom to search for anybody at 4 in the morning? Come on, gang. Look, check this out. Look what the footage said. The footage said this at 4:24. Look what Shemaya doing, right? And look what the paperwork said with the police. Come on, bro. It's not hard to put this together. So they had Monique and them staging The crime scene on the lower level till her mama show up for the interrogation till they come up with all the narratives about how they gonna break this to the world. Come on, gang. You see what I'm saying? They caught red-handed. I mean, it take time to sit down and read all the paperwork because I got a whole lot of headaches behind this shit. I'm talking about this shit changed me personally. I mean, it made me look at the investigation more differently because I see a lot of this cover up coming with other murders. Think about the Shanquella case, right? Check this out. You actually get to see her fighting her attacker, right? You get to see that video, but you don't get to see the video of Mariah and Kenneka fight if they was in there fighting, right? But we know they was in there fighting. They keep their phones in their hand and they record everything. They camera happy. That's what these kids do, right? So it's video that they got in the phone and they ain't even released it to us so we can see it for ourselves. And they ain't gonna release it for us to see because why would I want to release a video and I'm recording the fight and you can hear me rooting this shit on like Kylie did in the Shanquella case? I mean, Malik did. Damn, Quella, you ain't go fight back and urging this shit on. And then you might hear people in there laughing and shit, cause I'm hearing people in the room talking about who in there raping her. I even heard this shit and I'm like, damn. Why would that girl say who in there raping her, but I see Kenneka standing right next to the girl saying this shit? And then when I think about the audio and all of this shit, the audio suspect. Cause that you is not gonna hear on the police audio. Everything with Monifa talking about put her in the freezer. Yeah, you don't hear that on the police audio when they had it on their website. Cause I'm like, well, wait a minute. I don't hear none of that shit. So I'm like, well, you can't even trust the audio. Sometimes I think some of the video, I believe somebody add more audios to it. If you really look at it. Cause I was looking at TY live video and I'm like, damn, how can you hear a motherfucker whispering on TY? How you can hear Monifa whispering? Talking about put her ass in the freezer. And she on the other side of the room. You see what I'm saying, gang? I be thinking like, damn, how they audio pick up like that? But everybody else talking, you can hear her clear as day, put her in the freezer. So, boom. Look at the police got caught. Look everything that's highlighted, Chad. You see what I'm saying? Kenneka down here in the basement, in this kitchen. She wasn't on that lower level. I mean, she wasn't in this kitchen for no 21 hours. So stop watching this video, what they gave you of her walking back there, because it was designed for you to watch this shit so your mindset could be like, I don't think she walked in there by herself. I don't think I believe somebody was there with her. Cause look how it'll take your mind off the real shit, real reality. It'll take your mind off what really happened that night. You see what I'm saying? Everybody had their phones in their hand, and you only got TY live video. How about if I tell y'all this? It was plenty of people that went live in the room. Why you don't see none of their video? Ha ha ha. The police already confiscated that because it would show you different angles of the fucking party. See what I'm saying? How y'all gang? You know what I'm talking about? Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All right. And I honestly believe that's why Miss Teresa was trying to tell everybody when she showed that picture, right? Think about this. When she showed that picture of the lower level kitchen, what you think she basically trying to tell us? She ain't just showing that picture just to be showing the decorations around it. Why you think Miss Teresa shared that picture with the world and want everybody to look closely at that picture? It's something in that kitchen, cause even Straight Drop was focusing in on that kitchen. Think about it now since you see it on the screen. Now why you think Straight Drop came up with the ice cream killer, the ice machine killer, right? Why you think he had to come up with that? Yeah, Kenneka getting choked. Yeah, Kenneka getting choked by the ice machine by the employees, right? Why you think he came up with that? In the same kitchen where Kenneka finna be at, right? And think about this. Why would an employee round about 1, 2 in the morning would be changing clothes in the same fucking kitchen, bro? In the same kitchen, you got an employee changing clothes when Jay Money went in their kitchen. And look, he went and checked this out. That's the lower level kitchen. So if he seen anybody changing clothes, guess where he'll be at? By all those freezers. By all those freezers. And you will have an employee changing clothes by the coolers and by the office. Come on, bro. Why you think he had to change clothes? Cause Kenneka body would be messy. It would be dirty. It would have fluid, DNA on it. It ain't just like you just gonna pick her up and put her in a car or in a trash bag and escort her to the upper kitchen. You would get blood everywhere. You gonna get blood. You gonna get body fluids everywhere. It's gonna be a messy job. So once you see all the blood on the doors, on the upstairs kitchen, that didn't come from no fight. I believe that blood came from off the killer hands by putting Kenneka in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? That's how you would get the blood all on the doorknobs and the latch. Cause look where all the blood was located. Right there by the doorknob where he got the grab on to open the fucking door and he got blood all on his fucking hands, bro. You see what I'm saying? So how that blood get there? By putting Kenneka, deceased body, in there. And it had to take one person to do it. Cause think about this. Just imagine you just imagine you helping your friend from a fight. You outside, your friend get knocked the fuck out. And your friend unconscious. And you picking up your friend with a bloody nose, bloody face, and blood all on the shirt and shit. And you picking that dead weight up and you trying to get that person back in the house. You don't think you gonna get blood on the doorknob? Anything you touch gonna be blood on it. You see what I'm saying? They just like, cause look where the blood was located. The latches, the doorknob, right? But no blood on the floors, no blood on the walls. Anything, Kenneka gonna touch the doorknob if he pulling her through the doors and lay her neatly on the floor. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? So boom. It's so many ways that you can go with this case. Only thing that was real confusing about the Kenneka Jenkins case, cause look at the people that gave us the wild narrative. So all the wild narrative that was out there, why still believe it? Why still look at it from their point of view? Like, why still look at the footage and still look for hands and foots? You is not going to see that. Honestly, you will be, that's just like, you will be watching this video forever trying to look for something that you can watch the first time if it's there. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't like a man just gonna mysteriously pop out the video but like, you got me. You know what I'm talking about? It's the evidence that's in the video. The time skip let you know that's when the camera was turned off. So that means if you cut the cameras off exactly 2:30, that means it's finna go down at 2:30. And then and the camera cut back on 3:30, and if it was out for an hour, that means they were doing something for an hour they didn't want you to see, and they cut the camera back on. And then once they cut the camera back on, they put those two videos together, because now you got two videos now. So once you merge those two videos together, you got one video. And once you play that one video, it's gonna play up all the way to 2:30, then they're gonna skip to 3:30. And this time you know you got an hour gap there. You see what I'm saying? It's like that hour gap created. It's like when people watch the video when the time skip, they don't stop and pause the video and think about an hour. What they could be doing for an hour. I tell you what they could be doing for an hour, because you would have a sick pervert goddamn it getting his rocks out for an hour. You would have people taking turns for an hour. You see what I'm saying? You would see a whole lot of shit for an hour. I mean, it's a lot. Hour is a long fucking time to be with a person and commit a crime, bruh. You see what I'm saying? And look, check this out. Check this out. The way I'm looking at the footage, watch this. It ain't even no pictures gonna be overlaid on the video. You won't even have to do that. You don't have to put pictures over this video and overlay it to make her walk and all this. No. It's simple. Think about this. Think about this. You don't even got to do that if you already got the girl walking, drugged out of her mind. Only thing you just got to do is just eliminate yourself out the video, and that's easy. Look how many apps that is out here on your phone that you can download, and you can record a video, and it could give you the option. Do you want to delete this out the video? Do you want to delete that out the video? That's all they did. You see what I'm saying? By you thinking like, ooh, they done did this to the video, put pictures on top of pictures and videos on top of videos. I used to think that too. Until when you dig a little deeper, you don't even got to do all that. All it would be unnecessary work. Don't you know how much time they would have to take? Mm-mm. You see what I'm saying? So shit, if he wouldn't have deleted himself out the video, her walking would have her look. If he wanted to delete himself out the video, her walk would have made sense to you. You would have been like, oh, now I can see he was carrying her. How he got her to walk like. You see what I'm saying? But check this out. If you gonna need pictures, where they gonna get the pictures from her? Cause look how many shots that you gonna need for her. You look how many pictures you gonna need to make her walk. Don't you hear? Have you ever heard of a scrapbook? Right? Just think about it. Look how many stick men you gonna have to draw to make that stick man walk. You see what I'm talking about? So all that old pictures It was on video. All that came from the people that was a part of the fucking murder. You see what I'm saying? That what really made me eliminate that shit out my head. Cause everything they told me, I done got this shit out my fucking mind, bro. I'm not finna think the way they want. I'm not finna think the way they done told it to me. All this old shit talking about, oh yeah, it's fights in the video, got everybody believing it's a fight broke out down in the hallway, and we clearly don't see this shit. But we wanted to believe this shit because we knew it was a fight. Since they knew it was a fight and could never been in the fight, that's not further just to pick something out the footage and say they're gonna fight right there. You see what I'm saying? Everybody knew it was a fight, but everybody knew it was a fight and wanted to see it fight, and everybody believed it was a fight. But what they did was just took certain parts of the footage and be like, look, the fight was right here. They got Kenneka fighting in the kitchen, the end of the hallway, the parking lot, the freezer. Look how many. She ain't fighting all through that hotel the way we thought it was. Cause if she was fighting through the kitchen, the hallway, all outside of the parking lot. Don't you know what you would be seeing on the footage? You would have a whole lot of guesses, witnesses and shit. You see what I'm saying? Just like when Kenneka was walking the halls. Check this out. When Kenneka was walking, check this out. If you want to believe this, believe the truth. When Kenneka was walking the hall, don't you know how many people was also walking the halls too? Guess how many employees were walking the hall around Tucson? You see what I'm saying? Check this out. It's for sure that Kenneka was roaming the halls at Tucson. Go back to the footage and see who was all roaming the halls at Tucson. See what I'm saying? All because the news said she was wandering the halls by herself. And people like, well, damn, did nobody just see her? This is the way you gonna think, cause that's what they told you. But if you had access to the footage and watched the footage, you would have known there was a damn lie, cause you would have been like, well, wait a minute. You got you got these people walking the hall, and they gonna have to be on the same elevator with Kenneka. I wouldn't even be surprised if Kenneka was on the elevator. She was with the killer and witnesses that didn't even know what the fuck was going on. Cause in the beginning, guess what Crown Plaza said? If you remember this, Crown Plaza even said that Kenneka was in the lobby drunk. That's what Crown Plaza said. Kenneka was in the lobby drunk, and she was on the same camera with a security guard. With a security. And that's what made everybody was like, what? Why the security didn't help her? Why the security didn't help her then if she was walking? And guess what they did? So friends came running and they threw everybody off. Now everybody focus on Fresh K instead of the real footage of Kenneka walking live with the security. And guess what Andrew Holmes did? Oh, wait a minute, Kenneka walking in the hall, but then mention the security guard and say she turned back around and got on the elevator. What that sound like, gang? That's the same thing Kilo Brown said. That's the same thing, goddamn it, Cash Tick said. Listen to their narrative. They all said the same thing, but the video gonna show different. But it ain't hard to put it together. Only thing you just gotta do, and I just pray. This only thing I just want everybody to do. Get all this narrative the ops gave you. Get all this shit out your head. You know what I'm talking about? Cause this will clogging everything up. They will clogging your visual. They will clogging your thinking. They just like putting trash into they just like putting dirty clothes with clean clothes. You see what I'm saying? Look at all the narrative what Straight Drop put out there. Why still look at it from Straight Drop narrative? You see what I'm saying? Look how many people were like, ooh, this a fight right here. And why still believe it's a fight right there? Because if the police knew it was a fight, if the police said you got one chance to give an accurate location of the fight and we'll open that case up, guess how many of us gonna flunk that shit, bro? You see what I'm saying? If the police right now and say, I'm gonna give you one chance to give me a good reason why I need to open up this case. You see what I'm saying? And guess what your answer gonna be? Guess what your answer gonna be? You automatically gonna be pointing out the wrong shit. You see what I'm saying? Hey, when I was looking at court, one thing I know about the court system, they don't go off theories. They go off with paperwork and facts of the case. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna pull shit up like this. Okay, uh, Mr. Officer right here that took this paperwork, why you got the dates on her saying the night at 4 o'clock? Did you realize that you just showed the world that you interrogating Shemaya at 4 in the morning and everybody already believe it's a cover up, right? So this the cover up exposed showing you that the police were there at 3 some, just like what Kilo Brown said. Not even Kilo Brown even said that. Reading said the same fucking thing. The police showed up down at 3 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? Even Irene said this shit, bro. So if Irene said the police were there at 3 o'clock, you believe in that? I believe that because I'm seeing that in the police report. This a major slip up. That's probably why they don't. That's probably why they took that off the investigation. So look, it's probably why you didn't even see Irene at all searching for Kenneka. She claimed that she was still in the room, right? I want to know what she was doing in the room. Was it with other police officers holding them against their will to everybody agree to the story what they finna put out? Cause it's like everybody that was there at the hotel was waiting on the video footage to release it just to see if they were gonna get in trouble. Look how Straight Drop when they aired MTV, I was watching Straight Drop. Look, check this out. I was watching Straight Drop channel, right? This before I even got the letter. And he was going live, right? And he wasn't sharing the video of MTV. You could just hear the audio call. The way he was, it was like he was waiting on to see if they were gonna expose him. It's like everybody thought MTV was finna expose the truth for what happened. They was scared. They weren't looking at the video. Was like, yeah, we finna get justice. It's like they were watching the video because they didn't know what to expect. It spooked them. See what I'm saying, guys? And I'm like, damn, I'm like, man, that man guilty. And then he just all of a sudden was attacking me. And now I understand why he was attacking me because I had all the footage. And I'm the only one that was sitting there watching all of this shit, bro. I'm watching all the footage like a fucking movie. I'm glued to my TV screen. I'm watching it. And they just really spooked him because he like, damn, Trey Gang got that footage, bro. He gonna find out. He looking. They could tell by my content, like, damn, Trey Gang getting hotter. He getting hotter. He getting hotter. He getting close to it. Fuck it. We got to go on and take him down. You see what I'm saying? They were looking at my content like, man, sooner or later, Trey Gang gonna find out. And and the way I was dropping video, French K, he had to reach out to me, was like, bro, I know you watch the footage, and I know, you know what I'm saying, you see it. And I'm like, man. And it just opened my eyes, gang. And I've been sticking with it ever since. Keep this in mind, French K never mentioned Kenneka on the lower level, right? He never mentioned it. That means she never walked the lower level hall. Look, that means this, gang. What I'm basically saying, this is not the hall that she was walking in. This the hall that's upstairs. They just got her walking on the camera, making it look like this the lower level, bro. Cause if Frank K would have watched that footage, look, if Frank K would have watched that footage, believe me, he would have seen this footage. You see what I'm saying? He would have seen this motherfucking footage and he would have been running down this area, not towards the elevators. And he gave an accurate timeline when he said, man, when I went to the parking lot, that's when he get the call to the pool. They said 2 something. That means Kenneka already made it to the pool, gang, at 2 something. And keep this in mind. That's why they started for her being missing at 2 something. Cause once you believe she came up missing, walked out the room at 2 something, now you gonna be thinking that she's walking the halls and walking to the goddamn freezer, locking herself in. In reality, she already in the pool. They went and got them folk, bro. And look, you sure right, Memo. Cause look, I found so much dirt. Not only me found so much dirt on Rosemont. Rosemont is so corrupt. Look, Rosemont is the most corrupt police department in the world, and them folk got major clout. I wouldn't check that. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even be surprised Rosemont run the whole Chicago. And I wouldn't even be surprised Rosemont run the whole Chicago scene. Look how many police precincts they got in on the investigation. Look how many police precinct was in. They had major goddamn police, different police agencies helping them with the investigation. It was a lot of hands tied into this shit. This the only case I know you got 8, 9 detectives on this shit. You see what I'm saying? Look how many detectives you had on this shit. Look how many look how many authorities you had on this shit in this girl case, bro. See what I'm saying? This would make a lot of sense. See what I'm saying? And then look, because once you think about it, once you look at it like this, what time this really was when they got her walking towards the freezer. See what I'm saying? But this ain't gonna be the right time. If Kenneka in the pool at this time, what time did they actually have her walking towards back there? Cause you looking at her walk. If you looking at her walk, this could be right around going on 2 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? And look at her walk. She walking straight. See that? And look at this walk. Now look at this walk against her will. So if you look at the action, boom, come on her. He forcing her to go to her. And then once she, boom, go there, you got her walking the same fucking way. And then you got her jumped on the elevators, right? You got her on the elevator. They took the freight elevators down. and the time skip. And look, then you come back here. Bro, they just left the kitchen from upstairs and made it to the lower level kitchen. Now this the real route. Now they got her down here. Now they finna get her to the pool area. And this will give you another reason why they finna head to the pool area. Cause look what those they trying to get into to head to the pool area. You see what I'm saying? They going straight to the fucking pool area trying to get in the pool area. And the reason why they had to go in the men's bathroom, cause we already know you got people in the lobby and they walking down this hallway, bro.
Go search for Kenneka. Did they go into the kitchen this way or just go up the escalator? Because none have explained exactly where they searched for Kenneka.
It took a couple of years to figure out what they did, and we got our answer. They went in the kitchen, bro.
Now, 4:24 a.m., the kids walked to the back or wherever they went to when they came down those lower level stairs. 9 minutes later, now mind you, the clock says 4:24. 9 minutes later, Tiffy follows behind them. 15 minutes later, Roland Weiss follows them as well.
So if they came down here in this kitchen, that's because of the police told them to come where Kenneka was. Simple as that. That's why they had walkie talkie. That's how police and security guards communicate. Get her a walkie talkie.
Why is Roland Weiss, a funeral coordinator, is present on the scene 21 hours before he's told to get Kenneka's body? Now, let's briefly, very briefly, compare the guy who's walking in the food court hall and that's walking into the kitchen to retrieve Kenneka's body. He has a bald spot, he got glasses, he got a blue jacket, black pants, black shoes. Let's look at the time stamp, family. It is 9/9/2017, September 9th. Now, he's there 21 hours later. And peep out the way he walks as well. Now, he's in the kitchen. Look at the date. September 10th, 4:43. I think that's AM. Why is he there? Look at the jacket. Look.
It is funny that he would have the same jacket on as the funeral home would want it. Ain't that suspicious? They down there got the same jacket on. But these two totally different persons though, but they got the same jacket on. Make me think a lot, don't it?
Look at the walk. Look at the bald spot in the back of his head. Okay? Just look at the way he walks. The same exact person. Now, why is he there? Roland Weiss? Why are you there? Over 21 hours before it was time for you to come pick her up out of that freezer. Huh? Let's continue.
Now, what I want to talk about is basically if something doesn't make sense, I go and do my research and
Now, don't this make sense? Round about this time, look what's going on at Folsom and the police making these people do that, bro. If you got the police on the scene right now, they're explaining why you got all this shit going on in the footage. Look how easy it is to solve this shit now, bro. Look how easy this shit is now, bro. Now we know the police is her. And look what they making them do.
try and find out what the issue is. And I don't trust the elevators. The fact that the lobby level elevators, the camera isn't working, number one, I don't trust that. But
Check this out, gang. Look at the paperwork. The following camera listed as inoperable. The Crochet Kitchen, Stirls, Dock Entrance, the Freight Elevators, the Main Elevators, Back Office Employee Areas in the Laundry. Look at all the cameras in the same area would have captured the murder. And guess what they said? They didn't work. They don't give a fuck if we believe it or not. They ain't even give a fuck. They just said, tell them for that shit didn't work, bro. Cause these the cameras that would have called it, gang. That's sad they got away with this shit, bro. That's sad they, you know what I'm saying? Look, and then look at her route. Look at this shit, bro. All the cameras I just showed you of that girl walk, she heading in those areas.
like I said, you know when we watched the lower level elevator footage where Killer comes down at 4:19, isn't caught on the lower level stairs camera, but goes back to the elevators as if he's walked back from somewhere, and then comes back down at 4:32, I think. Um, that bit was very suspicious of. So I thought, let me have a look and see what's going on. Um, so basically, that's what I did. I had a look at some other pieces of footage that people have recorded and to put up to help uh, fuel this investigation, and a few walkthroughs that people did. I did find some exits near those elevators. There's one to the left and there's one to the right. The one to the left, as if you was walking away from the elevators, I believe that could be to some stairs. You have to remember that where there is elevators, you have to have stairs for fire safety reasons. So I feel like there's a set of stairs there, possibly, and on the other side it could lead into a hall. We do see some other areas where it says exit and it leads into a hall. You know, like the hall that we see her at the lower level bathroom area. That area there has an exit sign also, but it does lead into a hall, which obviously must lead outside somewhere. So keep that in mind. That wherever there's an exit sign doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually leading outside. You're leading on the tracks to going outside, but some of them exit signs do lead onto halls. So I believe that one, if you was walking away from the elevators, the exit sign on the right, I believe, goes into that hall that I said is hidden out of sight. And I'm not sure if there's any surveillance footage on that hall. But getting back to what I was talking about, I believe he goes to that exit, one of those exits. Um, we do see a lot of choppiness in that footage, especially once Kenneka has left the elevators. We do see a timing where it skips and you don't even notice it because it is so in sync with the seconds. It skips a whole minute in sync with the seconds, and it's like it's been a whole minute perfectly has been cut out, so we don't even notice. It's that perfect. I'll put it up so you can see, and you'll see how perfect that synchronization is. For me, it's too on point and too perfectly timed. Just after Kenneka leaves that elevator. Um, and then we see Manifa come down to those elevators. We don't see Shamaya go over there, even though she walks over there. Remember, Killer, the first time at 419, walks off. We don't catch him on the lower level stairs footage at all. It's completely either cut out or it doesn't exist because he's not gone over there. He's not triggered it. And I thought with this footage of Manifa going over there and walking away, where we see her holding her shoe, Shamaya.
And then look, once you think about what the police got them doing, because ain't no doubt in my mind that's why Killer down her. Because it makes sense. The police tell everybody to calm down now. And guess what they got to do? Bring them down there and contaminate the scene. Because now you're going to have innocent motherfuckers tampering with the crime scene. Now they got their DNA. Now you got their DNA. Now you can frame shit on them. If you got killer paws on Kenneka or any kind of fingerprints in him, fingerprints down on the lower level, guess what the police can say? He killed Kenneka and make him a suspect and a killer. Why the real killer getting off? You see what I'm saying?
Maya also walks over there, but she's not caught on the camera at the lower level elevators. It's a similar thing. So we see them go over to one of those exits I just spoke about, especially we see Manifa and then Shamaya walks over. They disappear for a few seconds and come back. I believe they've gone into that exit. And I believe that could possibly be where Killer goes. He's not caught on the other camera. The only reason why we catch them on that camera is because
And that's why they left them on the camera doing this. Cause check this out, from the police, they got everything they need if they wanna put it all on them. They could just say, yeah, that's when y'all were toting her and carrying her, and let's make it look like that.
Shamaya walks over and triggers that camera. Okay, and that's the only reason why we see that. They're not actually getting in the elevators like what you thought. They don't get in it. They're going to.
The time skip 40 minutes. So you gotta think about what was going on in 40 minutes before this shit, bruh. Come on, gang. We need to think on that. The police is here, and this is a highly area that need to be looked into in this 40 minutes right here. Cause it gonna if you figure out what's going on right here, which it ain't hard to do, cause the way they looking like on the footage, the police giving them instruction how it's like they gonna make them move the body, right? And have little glimpse of them moving the body. You see what I'm saying, gang? And guess what? The world gonna go, wow, ooh, they carrying her. What if they altered the video and made it look like they was carrying that girl? Cause once you think about this, it looked like they wanted Monique and them to put her in the freezer in the upstairs. But they didn't have that much time because once you look at the clock, the shift finna change. So they got to move real quick. And plus you got people walking in and out the hotel. So they completely shut the whole lower level down for this purpose only. See what I'm saying, gang? But like I said, gang, I just you know what I'm saying, just to shed a little light on the Kenneka Jigga cake, cause I want everybody, man, so you know what I'm saying, look at the actions on the video, right? Just look at the action. Don't even worry about the editing, the red boxes, the hands and foot. Just look at everybody moving and say to yourself, why they moving like that? Who telling them to move like that? Where is Kenneka body and where is the other staff at? Right? Cause think about this. where is Kenneka now round about this time? Cause remember this, while all this going on, you need to be watching that parking lot. 'Cause this what you finna see. You know what I'm saying? Mariah now, the Red Hood, and everybody else in the parking lot. Some of them gonna be running and all of these shit. See what I'm talking about? But yeah, gang. Got to everybody man that tuned in, got their notification gang, and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, man, y'all stay tuned, man. Trey Gang love y'all. Y'all be safe. Until then, we'll be back. We'll be back, man. Bye, y'all.